Hi everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Werewolf Transformation. Today's story is going to be very exciting because we are going to do an experiment. So if you're ready, let's start. Once upon a time in the kingdom of Zambota, there lived a handsome young man named Theo. Now Theo was loved by all the people in the kingdom. They all loved him so much that they made him the captain of the royal guard. But unfortunately, Theo had one big problem. Every full moon night he would turn into a vicious werewolf and go on a rampage, destroying everything in his path. Now this was obviously a big problem for Theo because not only was he hurting innocent people, but he was also putting himself in danger. He didn't want to hurt anyone, but he couldn't control his transformations. Theo tried everything to stop turning into a werewolf, but nothing worked. He tried drinking holy water, wearing garlic, and even locking himself in a wooden box. But every full moon night, the curse would take over him and he would turn into a werewolf. One day, Theo went to see the king. He explained everything to the king and asked for help. The king was a wise and compassionate ruler, so he promised to help Theo break the curse. The king gathered all the wise men and women in the kingdom, but none of them could help Theo. They all scratched their heads and shrugged their shoulders, but no one could help Theo. Then the king had an idea. He said, "There is a witch who lives deep in the enchanted forest. She is very powerful and might be able to help you." Theo was desperate, so he decided to go to the enchanted forest and find the witch. He thanked the king and went to the forest. The journey to the enchanted forest was long and dangerous. There were poisonous plants, talking trees, and grumpy trolls, but Theo was determined to break the curse, so he kept moving forward. Finally, he saw a small cottage made of twigs and leaves. Smoke was coming out of the chimney and the smell of herbs and spices made Theo's mouth water. He knocked on the door and a kind-looking old woman opened it. "Hello, child," said the witch. "What brings you to my humble abode?" Theo explained everything to the witch. He told her about the curse and how it was affecting his life. The witch listened patiently and then said, "I can help you, but I need your help with something." Theo was desperate, so he agreed to anything. The witch took him to her backyard, where there was a cauldron filled with a bubbling green liquid. "I need you to take this potion," said the witch. "It will enhance your powers and help you control your transformations." Theo was hesitant, but he trusted the witch, so he drank the potion. It tasted like burnt caramel and sulfur, but Theo didn't make a face. Instead, he smiled and said, "Thank you, witch. I feel so much better already." The witch smiled back. "Good. Now go home and wait for the full moon. You will see a big difference." Theo thanked the witch and ran home as fast as he could. He couldn't wait to test the potion and see if it really worked. When Theo got home, he went straight to his room and locked the door. Every full moon night, he would turn into a werewolf and destroy everything in his path. But tonight was different. Tonight, he felt strong and in control. He walked to the window and howled at the moon. Now here's the exciting part. The potion worked. Theo could control his transformations. He could turn into a werewolf whenever he wanted. And when he did, he was stronger and faster than before. Theo was so happy. He could finally use his powers for good instead of evil. He became a legendary hero, protecting the innocent and helping those in need. The people of Zambota loved him even more than before, and Theo was finally at peace with himself. The end. Now you know the story of Theo, the werewolf who could control his transformations. If you liked this story, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more exciting tales from Kingdom Zambota. See you next time. Bye.